Alright, welcome back to Corpse Factory. Let's just get right into this. Yes, this is the correct save. Alright. I wonder how much longer this game is. I actually have no idea. Been playing a while. And the sight of Kotomi Ida with a knife sticking out of her neck. Oh, that's right, yeah. We massacred 5 people, I think, at the subway station. Kotomi Ida did, actually, and then she died. She's the one who sexually assaulted our friend Shinya. With a knife sticking out of her neck made me shiver more than a few times. Nevertheless, I'm here now at the office as usual. Witnessing violence on that level in person was a different experience than I expected it to be. However, it has helped me steel my resolve. I need to desensitize myself to that kind of carnage if I'm going to continue with, hold on, let me turn down the sound a little bit. Oh, I hate this stupid thing. It goes in increments of 2 and it's really sensitive. Go to 60, you bitch. There we go. That kind of carnage if I'm going to continue with Corpse Girl's ambitions. I set down the second empty can of coffee on my desk and leaned back in my chair. I catch a glimpse of Tomeo tapping away at her keyboard, completely oblivious to what went down last night. There was a news broadcast regarding the event, of course, but the finer details of what occurred have been kept under wraps. It'll probably take the police and media a little more time to get to the story straight. It's not often that a mass killing spree takes over the news, and whether or not the identities of those involved will be revealed is beyond me. Really, it's not often that a mass killing spree takes over the news in Japan, because here in the United States, it's all we can talk about, really. For now, I'll assume that Tomeo is in the dark about the event. I don't take her as the kind of girl to be up to date on current events. Even if she did hear about the stabbing, she couldn't possibly know that Kotomi is the culprit. I mean, she's on social media a lot. I assume she'd know about it, but maybe not. I should probably fill her in later, though. She'll want to know that Corpse Girl claimed her victim, even if it was a kind of a roundabout way. I stretched my arms above my head, let out a small sigh, and proceeded to crack open a third can of coffee before getting back to work. Are you sure Tomeo won't be a little bit angry or sad or frightened that 4 innocent people died along with the person she wanted to die? Because that would be my first question, is why did all those other people die? Like, you're a psychopath, you can take it, but a regular human being?
You got a minute?
Shit, yeah. I wanted
Shit,
to speak
yeah.
to you anyway.
I wanted to speak to you anyway. I love the way she talks.
Okay. Well, you go first.
For sure. Well, I wanted to thank you for killing Kotomi Ida. I don't know how you did it, but thanks.
Okay.
Huh? How did you know she died?
Oh, come on. She didn't come in today, right? And there was that brutal stabbing incident over at the station last night. It don't take a genius to put 3 and 3 together. That shit went down so close to here, where we spend so much of our time. Chances were good that it affects someone you know.
I shake my head at her logic. The city's home to more people than you could count. Actually, you could count them if you just Wikipedia the population of your city, but okay. I don't actually know how she came to that conclusion, but the fact that she's actually correct blows my mind. Okay.
Well, yeah. I guess that's it then.
I'm thankful. For serious. Yeah, Corpse Girl really did me and Shinya solid.
For serious, though. Hold on. My hair's fucked up today. I don't know what it's about. Alright, whatever.
If there's ever anything you need, like, no matter how dirty, then count me in. I owe ya.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
Sure. So, like, what'd you want to say to me?
Oh, I was going to tell you that Kotomi is dead.
Beat you to it, skank! But I got a question or two. How'd you get someone to go on a killing spree and take Kotomi out along with the others? I mean, it wasn't you going around stabbing people, was it?
No, of course not.
Oh?
It kind of happened outside my control. I sent Kotomi a photo of her corpse. Just like Corpse Girl's standard mode of operation. And I gave her the instructions to kill someone, if she didn't want the circumstances of the photo to come true.
Holy shit.
She kinda ran with it, I guess. Seems like she took out 4 people before someone fought back and stabbed her. I think I'm in love with her, to be honest.
You weird slut! That's horrible!
What can I say? She went above and beyond.
Still, thanks. Really. Shinya will be stoked.
Stoked.
That's okay. I'm just doing Corpse Girl's job. Where is Shinya, anyway?
Oh, he was in earlier. Went home a bit early because he wasn't feeling well. Think it was just because he was dreading running into Kodomi, but... Well, he'll sort himself out soon enough. You know, Noriko, you've changed a lot.
I have?
Toads. I mean, I know you act different around me now that we're friends, but it's more than that.
Totes.
You look, I don't know, kind of better? Healthy or something?
Oh. I didn't know about that.
Serious, though. I don't know. Maybe I just see it different now that I know who you really are.
Maybe.
Anyway, I'm gonna get going. You wanna grab a bite or something?
Not today, sorry. Maybe another time.
Sure thing. Right. See ya, skank!
Tomato slaps my shoulder affectionately and then takes off towards the train station. If I remember correctly, she did say that she'd be happy to help me out in the future, no matter how dirty the work is. I'll definitely have to take her up on her offer if the need arises. Another interesting thought crosses my mind. Tomeo seems kind of surprised that I managed to manipulate Kodomi into going on a killing spree. To be honest, I'm also amazed I managed to pull that off. Which gets me thinking, would it be possible to manipulate more people in the future? After all, I came out of last night's ordeal with 500,000 yen in cash and a bunch of bodies claimed in Corpse Girl's name. It's a fascinating prospect. There might be something to this. If I can successfully pull the right strings, Corpse Girl's ultimate ambition might be fulfilled sooner rather than I thought. I continue to dwell on the unlimited possibilities as I make my way to the station. Standing on the train platform, and thankfully not the same one from last night, which has been temporarily closed, I stare into space, completely lost in thought. I start to wonder how Kojiro is getting on with finding us a suitable location. As I fantasize about having an abandoned warehouse or factory to call our own, my phone cries out desperately for attention. I retrieve it from my handbag and glance at the screen. Kojiro is requesting a noise voice chat. Why? Just call her. I absent-mindedly wonder if he can read my mind and knew I was thinking about him as I answered the call.
Hello.
Want to see the place?
No greeting, huh?
Sauce. Hi. Want to see the place?
Oh, it hurts. Please. Please, Kojiro. I don't ask for much. Please stop saying saws. God damn it.
What if I'm busy right now?
It makes me physically recoil every time he fucking says it.
Sauce.
Ah! Stop! God! It's the worst word. I found the worst word. It's this word. It is the worst.
No.
Right? Want to see the place?
I roll my eyes and decide to go along with it. After all, I'm dying to move ahead and see what kind of location is secured for our work.
Yep. Where is it?
Bad.
Oh.
Behind K-Town.
Yeah, this is the second worst word. Come on, dude.
An abandoned factory. Just what you wanted.
Shin Okubo. That's suspiciously convenient.
Why?
I work in Shinjuku. It's just one station away on my train line.
Okay. I'm heading there now. You in?
I'm in. How do I get to the factory from the station?
Exit the station to Okubodori. That's K-Town proper. I'll message you the full address.
Okay, got it. Just head through Koreatown. I'll be there soon.
Bad. Bye.
This guy, I think... I don't know, I'm starting to have a moment where, like, I think the developers, like, know me personally and want to fuck me up, because I can't stand the way he talks. I can't do it. I don't know why. Normally, I don't really... I mean, I don't mind Tomeo, and she talks, you know, really weird for Japan, but she has, like, a Southern California accent or whatever, but this is just brutal. Kojiro ends the call, and I immediately receive a message with the factory's address. Seems easy enough to get into. I feel a bit nervous about going there. It's a new place, and it's located in a town I don't normally travel to. But for some reason, I feel energetic. I feel actually enthused about it. Maybe it's because I haven't hidden away all the... Maybe it's because I haven't been hidden away at home all day. I've been at work, around other people. Perhaps that helps me acclimate to the concept of going somewhere new. And the chances of someone sneaking up behind me and strangling me in broad daylight are pretty slim, I think. As I put my phone away, the train pulls up to the platform. The same train that was going to take me home will take me to the Shin-Obuko, Akubo. It's the very next stop from here. I'm a little wary of how convenient this is turning out to be. Could be Kojiro is luring me into a trap, but this entire thing is convenient. I mean, you think this is convenient. What about the fact that you met a cadaver guy in the library, and you guys became friends, and he's interested in your work? I literally thought he was a cop because of how convenient it was. I was like, is this dude, like, investigating us? I think he genuinely wants to be involved in Corpse Girl's work. Yeah. I board the train and stand by the doors, ready to disembark at the next station. New screen, huh? The abandoned factory is almost exactly how I imagined it would be. Tall, broad, foreboding. Eroded and worn down, with brick walls and steel sheeting covering the thick layers of black exhaust. Gigantic metal pipes protrude from within and wrap around the exterior, only to re-enter the vents here and there. A series of ventilation shafts and chimneys line the roof, but they don't release even a single puff of smoke. This place has been shut down for a long, long time. The front entrance is located at the rear in a small parking lot. It's a simple steel door that has been chained up and padlocked. Further along the building is a loading dock, an expanse of asphalt that leads to concrete path and a giant roller door. In the dock sits a derelict van, covered in brown tarpaulin.
This place is amazing!
You haven't seen inside yet.
I glance towards the steel door, securely chained shut, and wonder if anyone has entered within the last decade. If Kojiro checked it from the inside, then he did well covering his tracks.
How do we get in?
Around here.
I follow his lead, and he walks towards the corner of the building. A steel railing bars our path, but he swiftly hurdles over it and continues down the side of the factory. I take a minute to climb the railing, making sure not to twist an ankle as I stick the landing on the other side.
Through here.
Kojiro points to an open door. Thankfully, that seems to be enough of a gap for someone as large as Kojiro to slip in through. I shouldn't have an issue getting in either, despite my thin, heavy-set frame. Yeah. He slides in first, and I quickly follow. And with that, I find myself inside the factory. The place is huge, it's open-plan design, and it's pretty much empty. A few stray pieces of odd machinery line the wall, a small forklift, a pallet jack, and a bunch of buckets and mops to catch my attention. Really? I figured someone would have taken this shit unless it broke down, but... a homeless guy or something? A mechanic or something? Just... I don't know. Be nice to have a forklift that you own. All this could be useful for our little operation. To be honest, this place looks really nice. From the art style, like... I don't mean like the art looks... I mean, it does look good. I'm not trying to say that... I'm just saying it doesn't look dirty. It doesn't look abandoned. I mean, honestly, if you, like, showed me this painting, I'd be like, oh, it's a factory. I wonder... I don't know. I would guess it's an open factory. I wouldn't guess it's abandoned. Like, all the windows look fine. There's no, like, junk lying around. No needles. It looks... I mean, besides this little hole right here and maybe right here, Oh. Aside from the miscellaneous items, the factory is essentially bare. The concrete floor is in bad it doesn't look in bad shape. Cracked and worn from probably 50 years of use. The thick brick walls are scorched in some places and dented in others. Just realized I should probably move my cam. I've been using my cam in this spot this entire time, but it's probably better up here. Still.
It's perfect.
Thanks. Figured you'd approve.
How did you know about this place?
Kojiro doesn't answer immediately. His eyes turn to the stupendously high ceiling with its array of glass sunlights beaming light down upon us. After a minute, he turns back to me.
Dad used to work here.
His dad.
What did he do here?
This place used to manufacture steel fencing, chain link fences, barbed wire, chicken mesh, that kind of thing.
Huh, I see.
A lot of that is imported now. There's still an industry here, but Dad couldn't compete. Went out of business maybe a dozen years ago. Died about a month later.
He died?
That's how it goes.
I'm sorry.
We weren't close. Well, could have been closer.
So, how come no one else bought the factory?
Look around. It's a dump. Who'd want it?
It doesn't look like a dump, but okay, I'll take your word for it.
Cost a
It looks
fortune
very
to fix
nice.
or rebuild.
I would live in this factory for,
Wonder if it was waiting for us.
if offered anyway.
Yeah. I wonder.
It definitely all seems too good to be true, but this place is the real deal. This is our factory now.
Going half on this, right?
Right.
I feel like this is just such a bad idea. Look how many windows there are, and like abandoned places. There are people that explore abandoned places, and there's homeless people that would love to camp out in this nice ass abandoned building.
Okay. Good. Welcome home then.
Also the smell.
Something.
They're going to be bringing corpses in here. There's no refrigeration unit.
Let's work well together.
Roger that.
I've entered an unlikely partnership with Kojiro. We've obtained a base of operations safe from prying eyes. I don't think it is, but maybe. The next step is to fill this factory with corpses and carry on Corpse Girl's grand scheme.
Thanks for accompanying me home.
No problem.
Oh god. Why would you let him know where you live? This guy's a fucking creep.
Should I come upstairs?
No.
No, I don't think that's necessary.
Okay.
Yeah, go home, idiot.
By the way, when are we starting work?
Well, as soon as as soon as Corpse Girl receives another request for a death, we can start on it.
Oh. No grand heist from the morgue first?
Think about it. It's important that the cadavers I use match the details of my victims.
Very important. And also, I don't know how the hell you're gonna... That's gonna be one damn big coincidence that you have a body that almost exactly looks like the body of a victim.
I won't know what kind of cadaver to use until I receive a photo of the victim.
Guess that makes sense. What's the big plan anyway? How do we lift corpses from the morgue?
I had a feeling he would ask about this sooner or later. I did tell him I had a perfect idea after all.
I imagine the biggest issue is writing off the bodies, so to speak. If a cadaver goes missing or is unaccounted for, there will be an investigation. Am I right?
Guess so.
We need to be able to take the bodies away from the morgue without anyone ever knowing they're gone. So, the solution is simple. We only take the cadavers that are due to be cremated.
Okay, wise guy. A delivery company picks up the cremains nearly every day.
Huh? Cremains?
That's what the ashes are called.
Oh, right.
So what do we hand over? Empty canisters?
Just fill it with dirt. Like what?
It's simple. Fake ashes.
Yeah, you can make fake ashes.
Yeah, right. Fake ashes.
Yeah, burn anything.
Like I just have those lying around.
Kojiro stops mid-sentence and stares straight at me.
Huh. Might be onto something.
Don't tell me you do have those lying around.
Not fake ashes. Real cremains. Bodies are cremated every day. Wouldn't be hard to take a bit off the top.
Huh?
Could probably get away with, like, a quarter?
I'm confused. What are you talking about?
Sauce.
Oh. It hurts. Every time.
Every time someone gets cremated,
Every
I'll
time.
collect a quarter of the ashes.
Yeah.
Store them, put them aside. Won't take long to fill up a whole canister.
Let me see if I follow you. You gather up a little bit of ash from every cadaver that gets cremated. Whenever we want to hoist a body from the morgue, we use the previously gathered ashes to fill a canister.
Yeah.
We slap a label on it that says, "These are the remains of so-and-so." Then we take so-and-so out of the morgue. We record that their body has been cremated, when in reality, it's been snatched from the morgue.
Yep.
I imagine the canister of ashes just gets picked up with all the others going out on the same day.
Good recap.
Pretty much. We also put a token in the canister.
A token?
Like a dog tag. Has the cadaver's serial number engraved on it. Normally attached to the body before cremation. They don't burn. Lets the cremains be identified later.
Ah, I see. Can we get our hands on those tokens?
Sure. The bodies we're lifting from the morgue are due for cremation anyway. I can get the tokens engraved without a hitch. Proper serial numbers and all.
Are you the only person that works at this morgue? I don't know how many employees usually work at a morgue, but
Okay, good.
in a high population place like this,
This is getting complicated, though. There's quite a bit we have to remember to do.
Don't worry. I'll take you through it when we need to. Most importantly, I'll need to start gathering portions of cremains. Need to have those collected in advance.
Yeah. Thanks. Really.
No props. But big question remains.
What's that?
How do we move cadavers out of the morgue? Ever tried lifting a stiff? Not easy. And you're no bodybuilder. No offense.
None taken?
Look, security in the joint is minimal. I'm there alone like 90% of the time. We don't have to worry too much about getting busted. As long as we cover our tracks, of course, and only take cadavers we've written off, as you put it. Bodies nobody will come looking for.
Hang on. Are there security cameras, alarm systems, anything like that?
no, of course not.
Don't think so. Plenty in the hospital proper, though.
That's fine. As long as the morgue is clear.
Why would there be?
Still, answer my question. How do we move the bodies? You got a hearse? A truck?
No, but surely we could get something. What about a small van?
A forklift. We have one of those.
You got a license?
No.
Need a driver's license. And not just that, needs to be suitable for a van. A medium vehicle license, I think.
Oh, I don't have a license, but surely driving a van can't be that hard, right? We could just rent a van and wing it.
It's a bad idea.
Uh-huh. Can't even rent one without a license.
Okay then. Do you have the right license?
Don't look at me. Never driven a vehicle in my life.
Yeah, me neither.
Great. So this is a bust.
Put my head in my hands. We got so far. Oh, come on. You can overcome this shit. Are you kidding me?
Hang on.
Yeah, hang on. I whip my phone into my bag and I skim through my noise contacts. I prefer to text to call, but I'm too impatient right now to wait for a response. I start a voice chat request and wait for a recipient's answer. It's gonna be Tomoe.
Hey, Skank, what up?
Yep,
Tomoe, hey, you got
Tomoe.
Sure.
Do you have a driver's license?
Yep. No car, though.
Okay, what kind of vehicle is your license good for?
Like cars and scooters.
Not vans.
I mean, I don't think so.
I curse under my breath.
Yo, what's the problem? You need a lift or something?
Not quite. I need to, pick something up.
Oh, something big? Is that why you need a van?
Yeah?
I don't know if there's anything I can do about that. I can't even rent a van with my license.
Yeah, I know.
I shoot a deathly glance at Kojiro and he just shrugs, a look of I told you so on his face.
I mean, if you're desperate, you could just buy a van. Huh? I see secondhand vans listed for sale all the time. Check out the noise marketplace and the classifieds pages. No one will check for a license on a private sale. It's just one chump selling a van to another chump.
Holy shit. You're right. You're a genius.
Well, I don't know about that.
Thank you. Oh, by the way, you wouldn't object to a driving gig, would you?
I do owe you one, I suppose. You want me to drive a van, though? If I get busted on my license, I'll go to prison.
You'll go to prison because you have a stolen cadaver in the back, not because of your damn license.
You won't go to prison. It'll be a fine at most, I think.
I look at Kojiro and he gives me another shrug.
Look, if you get a fine, I'll pay for it. That cool?
Yeah, what the hell? What are the chances of getting busted anyway, right?
A lot.
Can you text me the deets or whatever? The address and stuff? Shinny just got to my place, so I gotta get the door.
Okay, will do. Thanks, Tomoe.
Sure. Later, slut.
I end the call and I feel a wave of excitement flooding through me.
You get all that?
More or less. You girls sure are loud.
Sorry. So, I'll need you to do me a favor.
By van, right?
Yeah, you're a big, strong man. You won't get ripped off. I'm just a poor little girl.
Cut it out. I'll do it. But you got the money?
As a matter of fact.
I fondly remember swindling a cool 500,000 yen from Kotomi Ida just this week.
We've got a 500,000 budget. Will that do?
Maybe. Can't get you anything modern, but I'm sure it's enough.
Great. You think you can get something tomorrow?
I'll try. The noise marketplace, right?
That's right.
Well, no promises. I'll do my best.
Thank you. Really.
Yeah. Okay. I'm heading off. Unless you actually do want me to come upstairs.
Not at all. You can leave now.
No.
Roger that. See you tomorrow. Probably.
Kojiro turns with little more than a wave, exits the building, and crosses the street. I quickly ascend the stairs with a slight spring in my step. Ugh. I just don't like how we're involving so many people. She's gonna get caught. I'm more eager than usual to get the day started. When I get out of bed, I take my medication, just like usual. I've been good at keeping up with it lately, sticking to my newfound convictions. I wash down the tablets with a glass of water. After getting dressed, I put on my makeup. The same morning routine, the same movements, the same actions. But I feel good today. I'm not dragging my feet. I'm happy that things are moving forward, both for me and for Corpse Girl. I'm packing my handbag and I receive a call from Aoi. Aoi, I haven't spoken to her in a little while. In fact, last time we spoke, we got destroyed because we fucking picked the wrong choice, and now I'm worried about this character that I don't care about. I think it was on my way back when she didn't come into the office for her first day of work, yep. That was nearly 2 weeks ago. Shit, I really dropped the ball. I'm supposed to be looking after her, but... Are you? Because she doesn't want that. I've been so caught up with my own crap. In addition, I've been actively trying to put her out of my mind in order to get over my feelings for her. But now I feel like I've just neglected the poor girl at a time when she needs me the most. She doesn't need you. She's made that perfectly clear. I hurriedly answer the call, too guilty to keep her waiting any longer.
Aoi! Hey! Noriko? I'm so glad you called. I've been a terrible friend. I haven't kept in touch with you.
What about you? You've been a terrible friend. What? Aoi's the one who's a terrible friend.
No, it's okay. Really. I've been busy. I should have called you earlier. Seriously, I'm sorry. It's okay. Did you want to talk to me about something? Yes. Well, I think so. Please, you can talk to me about anything. I'm Noriko, remember? Yes, that's true. So, I wanted to ask,
have you ever heard of something called Corpse Girl's website?
Aoi knows about Corpse Girl?
Yeah, I've heard rumors. Really? Wow. So, does it really exist?
Might as well tell her. I mean, she's basically our best friend, I guess. Although I like Tomoe, or how do you sign her name again? Tomoe? Tomeo? I don't remember, but I like her more. Also, yeah, we probably should just tell her. Telling everybody else anyway, who cares?
Apparently, yeah. I couldn't find any solid information about it. What is it?
Google.
Well,
How do I explain this to her? Should I explain this to her? Aoi's so sweet and innocent. Does she really know about a website designed to conjure the omnipresent specter of death?
it's all just hearsay. I wouldn't take it too seriously. Oh, but I want to know. Well, people say that you can use the site to request somebody's death. Requested death? But how? How does it work?
This reminds me of a conversation I had with a coworker. She was kind of like Aoi. She was really innocent and young, and like a good, you know, small town Christian girl. And she came up to me one time and she asked me, "What is an orgy?" And that was a fun conversation.
Really, I don't know. I've heard that the victim receives a photo of their own corpse. The photo is supposedly sent from the future. Whoa. Really? That sounds like something from a manga. Yeah, suppose it does. Have you ever used the website? Of course not, silly. What kind of person do you think I am? Sorry. Why are you so excited about this anyway? Oh, no reason. I kind of just like weird stuff like this. You do? I never knew that.
How would you not know that?
You don't know everything about me, Miss Noriko.
Even through the phone, I could sense that Aoi's in a happier mood than usual. Her cheery voice gives me a sense of nostalgia, and I think back to the time we spent together in school.
Don't go using the site, okay? It's not good to mess with crap like that. Don't worry. I wouldn't use something so scary.
I don't believe you.
I just heard about it, and, well, I got kind of curious is all. Alright. By the way, how is everything? Are you still working at the maid cafe? Yeah. And that customer of yours? He's still around. You're not in trouble, are you? No.
A light suddenly switches on in my mind as I realize why Aoi is asking about Corpse Girl's website.
Aoi, you're not thinking about requesting that guy's death, are you? Aoi, you told me that you didn't even want to get the police involved. Now you want him dead? It's not what you think, okay? If he dies, it won't be because of me, right?
Yeah, that's the rationale.
The rest of my family won't know I was involved. They won't disown me or think less of me.
It's perfect.
Aoi.
What?
Look, I'm not going to go ahead with it, okay?
Why not?
Besides, you don't even believe the site works. So...
I feel terrible for Aoi. Part of me wants to scream for her to do the request the asshole's death and let me or Corpse Girl take care of him. Yeah. I mean, we're perfectly willing to let 4 innocent people in a subway station die. Fuck this guy. Like, who cares? Part of me knows that she can't handle it. She'd be crushed with guilt if he really did die. Maybe you don't know her that well. She's delicate and emotional. Being responsible for the death of another human being, a family member, that would... How do you know? I mean, you know her better than herself? Because she wants to do it.
Aoi, my best advice for you is to go to the police. Don't mess with requesting his death. Hey, I gotta go now.
I can see her pouting face in my mind, the face she makes when she doesn't get something she wants. She's not a childish person, but her disappointment is often evident in her expressions.
I'll speak to you soon, okay? Hey, bye.
She ends the call and I heave a sigh. I get the nagging feeling that she's going to do something rash, but really, can I blame her? That guy, whoever he is, has been harassing her for so long. It's only natural she'd be at her wit's end. So if she makes the request, I'll take care of him, and if the guilt eats away at her, I'll be there to comfort her. It's the least I can do as her friend, Noriko. It's the least I can do as Corpse Girl. As I resume getting ready for work, I can't help but replay the conversation in my head. Allie definitely seemed excited about the prospect of Corpse Girl's website being the real deal. Excited, eager, and filled with anticipation, the same dizzying feeling I get whenever I'm waiting for the victim's death. Waiting for a victim's death. And then it hits me, and I immediately realize why Aoi is so excited, why she called me in an uncharacteristically talkative mood. She wanted my opinion on Corpse Girl's operation. She wanted an affirmation, confirmation. She wanted reassurance that her victim was really going to perish. She doesn't know that I'm Corpse Girl. She simply wanted a knowledgeable friend to confirm the rumors are true. Because she already submitted the victim's photo to the website, and she can't wait to find out if he's going to die. Throwing my handbag on the floor, I grab my laptop from the bed. It's right where I left before falling asleep last night. I boot it up and log on to Corpse Girl's website. The little blinking notification that I dream about seeing greets me. 3 new requests.
3 new requests? How?
Getting popular. Can't believe what I'm seeing. I quickly queue up the photos to download. There we go. I've been waiting for this all fucking game. Yes, finally. Oh, I've been wanting to return to this for a long time. Wait a minute. There's a 4th girl, right? Oh my god. There was... Who was it? It was... Hold on. Hold on, I'm saving, and then I'm going to the menu. Yep. It showed this girl's face. And I think this one... I don't remember now the photo, but one of these girls is the one that requested all the other girls to die. But not our blonde main character. Because it's 3 photos. So, I think it's this chick. I can't remember. Anyway, yeah. One of these girls requests all 3 girls' death. That's insane. Okay. Yeah, no, Oh, we got Tomoe here. So I can see here in this little screenshot, there's the girl with pink hair, our main character, the blonde girl, and a brunette. A brown-haired girl. And... So she... No. Oh, I can't tell if it's her. Is the band... Is the band there? She's wearing like a... Well, they're all wearing that. She's got longer hair. I think it's actually... Oh, I can't tell. I think it's this girl. I think this girl requested the death of her, and the main character. That's insane. I've been waiting for this payoff. After a few seconds, they all open up, and I flick through them with a dumbfounded expression plastered on my face. Yep. Maybe it was the other girl. I don't know. I can't tell the difference between this girl and... I don't know. But it makes sense now. One of the girls found out before the others did. And then, if it was the main bitch who accused us of stealing, then the main character later requests her death specifically. So, they all 4 die. They're all female, so that rules out my theory that Aoi has been requesting the death of the guy harassing her. I suppose she really was just excited at the prospect of a website. She hadn't actually gone through with it yet. And later, Aoi comes up to this girl in the mall, and explains the website to her. And then that's when she goes home and requests the main bitch's suicide. But the main bitch already put out a hit on all these other girls. That's a cool payoff. I like that. That's awesome. Well, because I was confused the entire time about who put a hit on her, the main character. We thought it was the main bitch, and were we right? Okay. What really surprises me about the new request is that I recognize one of these young women, yet another person I'm familiar with. Out of all the people in the world, what are the chances multiple people requesting through the website? The girl is Emi Kasano. If I remember correctly, she went to the senior high school with Aoi, Shinya, and myself, yep. I never liked her much. In fact, she was some of a bully towards me. Nothing more than a name-calling, but in my mind, that's as bad as anything else. Yeah, I got the feeling that she wasn't exactly a great woman either. It's hard not to imagine someone wanting her dead. Yeah. The other two victims are strangers to me, a ditzy-looking airhead with pink hair, and a worn-out, strained woman who could be anywhere from 20 to 40. To get 3 requests all at once is remarkable. How am I going to work through all these? It's a shame that my operation with Kojiro isn't fully set up yet. It'd be fantastic to go all out on these new requests, secure some corpses, and take some truly convincing photos. Well, there's no use stressing over that. The best thing I can do is simply get to work on forging some photos. In fact, maybe I'll skip work today so I can dedicate time to crafting these photos. It's Friday after all, it's pretty much the weekend. No one will care if I don't show up at the office. I nod to myself as if convincing my own mind that I'm making the right choice. I load up the database of the deceased. Alright, I'm getting somewhere. I step outside my apartment building, squinting in order to defend myself from the overwhelming rays of sunlight assaulting my eyes. As narrow as my vision is, I'm able to determine that Kojiro is nowhere to be seen. Where is he? Once again, he's making me wait. As I mumble under my breath, I hear the screeching tires and I wait in disbelief as a van pulls up outside my apartment building. What are the chances she says something like, "Get in, slut. Get in, bitch. We're going driving." It's a beatable thing that may have been once white. It's a beatable thing that may have once been white, but is now covered in grime. The windows are either tinted or encrusted with dirt. To my surprise, the window on the passenger side lowers, and I see familiar faces. Next to Kojiro in the driver's seat is none other than Tomoe. She's waving and grinning like a lunatic.
Hey, skank!
So, how's this?
My face must reveal the fury because Kojiro flinches before I can even respond.
Where did you even get this piece of shit?
Some guy.
Some guy? What guy?
You could take it through a car wash, dude.
There's some guy from the noise marketplace. Only wanted $250 for it. So, here's the other half of your money back. You're welcome.
He holds up the paper bag I gave him earlier. It still seems to have a bit of weight to it. When Kojiro showed up at my apartment earlier this morning, he told me he found a great deal in a van. I had a good feeling about it, and I handed him the money to go and secure the vehicle. However, he mentioned that he needed a driver to haul it back. He asked me if I could call Tomoe for assistance. Thankfully, Tomoe agreed to help, and any opportunity to leave the office was good enough for her. I never expected her and Kojiro to come back driving a death trap on wheels.
Unbelievable. We're not going to die in this thing, are we?
Hey, don't be a hater, dude.
Who knows?
It has AC!
There you go. That's already a perk. You know how many old shitty cars don't have AC? Or heating?
Great. Did you ask the guy if anyone has ever been murdered in it?
What do you care? He's gonna see a lot of corpses before we're done with it.
He's got a point, but I don't feel good about it.
We're picking up corpses in this thing.
It's important. And you owe me one, remember?
That shit's gross. I don't mind driving, but come on. Ugh, whatever. As long as I don't have to touch nothing.
I'm doing the heavy lifting. Don't worry.
Tomoe leans over Kojiro and squeezes past him awkwardly to speak to me in a hushed voice.
Who is this weirdo anyway? When you said you wanted me to go pick up a van, I thought you'd put me in decent company.
You have good instincts, Tomoe, because this guy is a weirdo.
Sorry. He's my, business partner.
This is all for corpse girl shit, right? Well, whatever. I'm cool with it. Just hope this dude doesn't try to cut me or nothing.
If he does cut you, he might have sex with your body afterwards. She pulls back and gives Kojiro some air.
Anyway, get in.
Get in, slut. We're going shopping.
Huh? Why?
Going to the morgue.
Get in, slut. We're going to the morgue.
Hang on. I haven't planned anything yet. You want to do this now?
If not now, when?
Exactly.
Any
YOLO.
other time, after I've had a chance to get organized.
You have requests, right?
Yeah, 3, actually.
Right. So let's go get some bodies that match.
But you haven't even had time to put aside any ashes. You were gonna collect a little from each cremation and put them aside, and...
Already done.
Seriously?
Worked night shift last night. Got like 3 or 4 canisters saved up. You said you've got 3 requests? Well, how convenient.
But...
This operation was your idea. You want to do it or not?
It explains why, I guess that body in the hallway for our first victim, the blonde girl, was real because they already had corpses. I'm just not ready. Kojiro thinks he can just rock up to my place and take me to the morgue, somewhere I've never been. Yep. I've had no time to prepare myself, not even to think about it. Visiting the factory yesterday left me feeling pretty exhausted. Having to tackle another new place today is simply too much to ask.
I told you I'd guide you through the process, right? There's nothing to worry about.
You don't understand. I've never been to the morgue before.
You'd love it. It's probably your favorite place after this. Tomoe shoots me a quizzical look from behind Kojiro.
Nervous? I think I understand. For me, it's the most relaxing place on earth.
I'm sure.
My little sanctuary.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I have sex with all the bodies.
Sure. No one to talk to me. No one to bother me.
Can have sex whenever I want.
Unless you count the dead, of course.
I suppose that's true.
And you won't be alone. You've got me and this chick.
It's Tomoe. Thank you very much.
Right. Sauce.
That's like 4 in one session, guys. I don't know if I could do this. Every time he says it, I get like a sharp pain in my stomach. Why does he keep saying this? I don't understand. Alright, give me a second. I just gotta gather my thoughts in my stomach. Okay. I take a deep breath and brace myself for the next thing I'm about to say. Hopefully it's not saws, because I can't take it anymore.
Okay. Let's go.
Kojiro is right, everything will be okay. I need to get used to going to the morgue. It's a new place, but it's going to be an essential place. I tell myself that this is all for Corpse Girl, for me. For us. Kojiro pulls the van's sliding door open, and I take a careful step inside. The morgue is a lot colder than I imagined it would be. I berate myself for not bringing up a sweater, but there's nothing I can do about it now. The place has an icy, otherworldly feel to it. It's a depressing and clinical and devoid of hope. And then there's the stench. Yeah, that's going to be a problem. And this is somewhere cold. Bodies in warm weather? It's not overwhelming as I feared it may be, but it lingers and claws at my senses. It clings inside my nostrils and mouth and the very interior of my skull. Like, they're going to be driving around dead bodies. If they ever, like, stop or pull over or anything, the smell is going to be overwhelming. It's very easy to understand why Kojiro's clothes always smell like this place. Once the odor gets a grip on you, it doesn't let go.
Honey, I'm home.
God. A poor joke and poor taste, even for Kojiro. I feel like I'm going to vomit. Yeah, me too. Even Tomoe is looking a bit paler than usual. I'm surprised she accompanied us after she spent the whole drive over insisting that she would stay in the van.
They store bodies in here?
Yep.
Of course. See all these lockers? They're cold chambers. Pretty much all of them are full. A body in each.
Fucking disgusting.
Noriko?
Yeah?
I keep things in order around here. Chambers on the left wall are cadavers due for cremation.
And what about the lockers on the right wall?
No touchy-touchy. They're new arrivals or they're being collected for some reason or other. Autopsy, funeral, etc.
Got it. So, we can only make use of the cadavers in the lockers on the left wall.
That's a bingo.
I listlessly wander over to the left wall. There must be dozens of cold chambers here, all lined up in neat rows. Some of the doors are slightly ajar, and peeking inside reveals that they're empty, but the vast majority are sealed tight, the occupants within sleeping soundly.
Hey, question.
Shoot.
How do I know who is in each locker? Like, if I wanted to get an old woman's corpse, do I just have to search blindly?
Nah.
Nah.
Okay, then what do I do?
Come here.
I walk over to Kojiro and I follow him to a large computer monitor mounted on the far wall. He taps a little panel on the inset to give into the wall and shelf props out, revealing a keyboard and mouse. Oh.
Familiar with databases?
No, not at all.
Somewhat.
Perhaps all my data and entry experience at Temujin will finally pay off here.
It's pretty simple anyway. Live database contains the current inventory items.
Ew. Well, you refer to these bodies as inventory items?
It's a business.
What would you call them?
Well, like, they used to be real people and shit, right? Why not show some respect?
I don't understand. They're cadavers.
I put a trembling hand on Tomeo's shoulder. I want to comfort her, but the act of doing so is still alien to me.
Don't worry about him, Tomoe. He can be
Tomoe,
a
God, I
bit
keep messing it up.
Insensitive.
He's a freak.
Wow. Ouch.
He is, I agree with her. Tomoe scoffs and makes a gesture with her middle finger. I'm a little surprised she's so bothered by all this. It's kind of funny that she holds respect for the dead, and not so much for the living.
Okay, so I can search this database for bodies that match my needs.
Yep. Just use the filters at the top. Not many categories, but it has the basics. Age range, gender, name. Not that that'll be useful to you. Actually, that's about it.
It's enough. It'll save some time at the very least.
Okay, so you want to hoist 3 bodies today, right? You said you have 3 requests?
Yeah, but this place is kind of overwhelming. I'm hesitant to bite off more than we can chew.
What's the game plan then?
How about we just take one body today? We'll take it back to the factory, work on it, and see how we go.
Works for me. Here, use the database.
Kojiro steps away from the monitor and indicates that I should use it. I rest my sweaty hands on the keyboard and I feel the cold metal buttons stinging my skin. A metal keyboard is very fitting for this cold, lifeless place. I have three requests currently in the works. I managed to get the photos edited for all 3 of them thanks to taking the day off from the office. There's Emi Katsuno, the bully I went to school with, and there's the pink-haired girl and the woman that looked tired and worn out. I should try to find a new cadaver that matches the appearance of one of those victims. I use the database's filter to search for females, and then I narrow down the age range to find young adult. There are lots of hits. Just how many people are entombed here anyway? I skimmed through the list of results. Since their names are meaningless to me, they might as well be all identical. But the column of data containing the cold chamber identification codes is interesting. I point at one of the results to Kojiro.
Hey, how do I know what these numbers mean? This one here is 64AB. This one is number 31AA.
Ah, okay. Letters correspond to location. First letter refers to left wall or right wall. Second letter refers to top row or bottom row.
Give me an example.
Okay, this one? Number 64AB. The A means it's on the left wall, and the B means it's on the bottom row.
Left wall. That's the side I can choose from, right? The body's due for cremation?
Yep,
So I could grab number 64AB if I wanted.
up to you.
But this one here, let's see, number 98BA. Could I grab that?
No. The first letter is B, so that's on the right wall. No go. Not scheduled for cremation.
I think I get it. Thanks.
Make a mental list of the cold chambers on the left wall that fit my needs. Unless there's going to be a mini game, which, by the way, there hasn't been any sort of mini game or any other. We've had two choices in this game so far, like two things I can interact with, besides just reading and going through the. Which I don't mind. Again, this is a visual novel. I knew what I get myself into. I don't care if there's no mini games or anything. But the way they're explaining this needlessly, with exposition and everything, it sounds like they're trying to train me for a mini game coming up, where I'm gonna have to pick the body. But I have a feeling they're just doing it to do it, which I don't know why they're doing that. But like they didn't have to explain any of that to me for any of this, unless there's a mini game coming up. So let's see.
I'm going to start cracking open some of these sarcophagi.
Haha. That's a new one. Man.
Give me a second. Okay. I hope my nervousness isn't showing. I almost can't believe that I'm about to examine corpses in the flesh. Corpse Girl would be proud of me right now. As I walk over the left wall of cold chambers, I catch a glimpse of what's her name again? Tomoe? Tomo A, right? Tomoe? She's standing by the exit, swiping her photo as she taps her foot. I reach the first locker I want to look at.
Here we go.
There's a metal handle in the front of the chamber. It's paired with the release button, which I gather will be pressed in at the same time as the handle and pulled forward. I grip the handle tightly, press the button, and pull with all my strength. A hiss echoes throughout the morgue as frigid, pressurized air billows out of the chamber. So I guess there is no minigame, which it was weird that they explained all of that, alphabetizing and the way they organized the bodies to me. The door is now wide open, revealing the darkness within the locker. I peer inside. I can make out the shape of a body bag lying on top of this sliding tray inside the locker.
I thought the body would slide out automatically.
No? They just pull the tray out, like you'd pull out an oven tray.
I take a deep breath and grab the edge of the tray, then slide it out. Thankfully, the thick rollers along the bottom rail do most of the work, and once it has momentum, the tray slides all the way out of the chamber. My prize is revealed at last. A musty white body bag, packed full of decomposing corpses.
Now what?
Just unzip the HRP.
What?
Kojiro rolls his eyes.
The body bag. Unzip it, but cover your nose.
I do as I'm told. My left hand pinches my nostrils, and my right hand grips the tag attached to the body zipper. I tug the tag down and drag it along the length of the bag, and the zip makes a familiar zip sound. And I smell the decomposing corpse and vomit on the ground and fall to my knees trying to catch my vomit and hold my nose closed at the same time. Tears well in my eyes, and I can't help but cry as the stench strikes me across the face again and again, and the river of bile and sick pouring out of my clothes. Pouring down my clothes, feeling like a searing hot cattle prod against my skin. The sight of the corpse in the bag flickers in my vision, and this sears itself into my retinas, and I can't get it out of my head. Even when I close my eyes, I can't get it out of my head, and I can't see it anymore, and I can't help but think of my own reflection and how much I resemble Noriko, the corpse girl, and the corpse in the bag, and it's all mixed together in some completely fucked up hybrid of decaying flesh and bone. I think Kojiro and Tomoe or Aoi grabs my shoulders to drag me away from my body, but Aoi isn't here anyway, and the hands feel so strong and warm and not brittle and lifeless like mine, and not slender and perfect like Aoi's, but I get dragged away regardless, and my eyes are watering, and the fluorescent lights of the ceiling and magnified, and my tears, and I want to tear out my eyes and get sight of the corpse and get out of my mind. I've seen so many corpses over the last year. I've counted I've been seeing countless photos of bodies dismembered and asphyxiated and electrocuted and shot and maimed and drowned, and yet the decaying corpse in the body bag, or the HRP, as Kojiro called it, is worse than any of them, and now it's worse than anything I could ever imagined. And it's worse than me, and it's worse than the corpse girl, and it's for a fleeting moment I begin to question what I've spent the last year doing, what am I doing involving myself with the dead and buried. Jesus. It's a weird reaction out of her, but okay. I don't know what she thought it was going to be. It's going to smell awful. Even with the refrigeration. Like, it's going to be so bad at that factory. It's going to fucking reek. The frantic screams of the girl resound in my ears and my eyes and my nostrils, and I think she's calling my name, but it doesn't sound like my name. It sounds like Noriko or something along those lines. Maybe Yuriko. Maybe she's calling for my sister, but my sister isn't here, and Noriko isn't here, and I'm the only one here, lying on my side, on the cold tile floor and covered in warm vomit and hot tears. And I feel the body lying next to me and smiling and offering me a cup of coffee from that lovely French cafe I went to one time. I picture the lifeless corpse in my mind, smiling and calling me names like bitch queen or goth bitch or bitch bitch, basically in any senseless name she can pair with the word bitch. And I hate it so much that Yuriko used to always call me that. That mother used to always call me. The word that carries so much hate and contempt and yet rolls off the tongue so easily. The lifeless corpse keeps calling me names, keeps taunting me, keeps growing out her long blonde hair, and she taunts me with a fake smile and fake eyelashes. She corners me in the classroom and pulls my hair and rips out the fistful of it, and laughs and calls me bitchy, 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 bitch, and screams and cackles, and I realize that she's always bullied me like this, and I hate her for it because I never did anything to her. I never did anything to Emi Katsuno, but she always bullied me. But she never bullied Aoi because no one was allowed to bully Aoi because the teachers all said so. They all said she's been through too much already, but it's okay to bully Noriko or me or Noriko, but it's fine, they all said. So Emi liked to bully me and called me bitch and bitch, and she always liked to pull my hair out, and that's fine because my hair grows back eventually, and it meant that she didn't bully Aoi's, and so in a way I was protecting Aoi, and that's all that really ever mattered. And the corpse in my mind isn't Emi, but it might as well be. It might as well be her, and maybe I can make it to her. Maybe the corpse can become Emi Katsuno if I send it to her. A photograph of the corpse, and she might kill herself. She might kill her.
Fuck.
That was crazy. That was cool. My neck cracks loudly as I stand up straight. I blink a few times to clear the tears out of my eyes, and the worried faces of Kojiro and Tomoe appear in my vision.
Yo, you okay?
Sobs.
What the fuck, Noriko?
I spit the remains of vomit out of my mouth.
I'm fine.
You don't fucking look fine. You chucked up all over the place.
She'll be right. Seen this kind of thing before.
What do you mean?
Pretty normal to react like that to a decomposing cadaver. Surprised you're okay, Tomo?
He sounds like me, trying to fucking pronounce her name.
It's Tomoe. Shit. Yeah, I'm fine. I don't like him, but I've seen corpses before.
Well, I thought Noriko had too.
Me too.
Just pictures, I guess.
I'm not forgetting the carnage I witnessed at the train station thanks to Katomi Ida. Somehow the stiff cadaver in the body bag was much more overwhelming. Yeah, because it's decomposing and smells like shit.
Right. Are you really Corpse Girl?
Apparently.
Come on, let's get you up.
Tomoe grabs me in a sort of bear hug and lifts me to my feet.
Sorry about the vomit.
It's fine. It's fucked up, but it's fine.
Call it a day?
I put my weight on my unsteady feet and step away from Tomoe.
No. There's something I need to do.
I stare straight at the corpse in the body bag, her face still exposed, lifeless and expressionless. Her hair is long, blonde, I imagine with a bit of makeup, some blush, some lipstick, some fake eyelashes.
Whoever this was, she's exactly what I need for my next victim.
That worked out well.
Can we get her into the van?
Okay, I'll grab a trolley. Tomoe, give me a hand?
Ugh, if I have to.
I nodded, whisper a small thanks to both of them. Still a little groggy and unstable, I make my way to the morgue's door. I'll wait for the van for now. I'll need to take a moment to restore my energy. The real work will begin when we get to the factory. It's gonna smell more there. Alright, I'm gonna save here. Cut this part. That was pretty cool, huh? I liked how crazy that all got. Yeah. I don't know. My favorite part of this episode was just the reveal of that one of those girls killed the rest. You know, I was wondering like who put out the hit on the blonde girl. But if it turns out it was this one who put out the hit on the three of them, it means that the blonde girl did her after. So Corpse Girl or what's our main character's name again? I'm so bad with names. Noriko ends up killing the blonde girl too after this. So they all four die. Interesting. Yeah, that was my favorite part of this episode. Also, I really like this part too, obviously. It's remarkably similar to this part, except it's even the same pose. Exact same pose. Except her face looks different, obviously. Oh, it's literally the same image. Like there's a little circle there, a drain, and there's a table right there, and her hand is like this, and her hand's like this. Drain, her hands like this, table. So yeah, it's the exact same image with different lighting, and her face is different. I love this. Is my favorite scene in the game so far. This was a great fucking scene. But yeah, we haven't missed anything. We've only got like this little left and this entire row, and that's it. Anyway, thanks you guys for watching. I will see you next time.